Hey everybody, hope you're having a great day today. I'm doing this video today while I'm at work because something came up and I really wanted to cover it today on this channel, and I couldn't wait to get home to actually do the video. So before we get started, as always, I want to thank everybody. I've hit 16,300 subscribers, and don't forget, you can join the channel and become a member for only 99 cents. The Pro, the VIP, and MVP at the beginning of next year will all be combined into the eBuzz Central member for just 99 cents. It's a good way to support a channel you like, and it makes it very affordable. Now, in that vein, I want to go ahead real quick and send a shout out to two new members, Michael Rubos and It's Hanabi. Now, Michael, hopefully I didn't butcher your last name, but if I did, please let me know in the comments below. But I want to thank both of you for becoming members to my channel because it really means a lot to me, and thank you guys so much. Now, those of you who are familiar with my channel know that I focus mainly on open source and Linux. And sometimes I will make videos that touch on things that we all agree on, which is Microsoft. Microsoft must be stopped. Microsoft is a cancer. I did one earlier in the year that said Microsoft can kiss my you-know-what. But I come across some information I think I want to share with you because I think it's very, very important to us as an open source community, and especially to the thousands and thousands of developers out there that trust a platform with your code and pray that it doesn't get stolen or misused. Now, when I say that, we know open source code is open. Everybody can use it. You load your development up on GitHub, you keep us updated, you show us changes, but at the same time, we know we have to respect the general license of that code, that if we use it, we have to share it with others. Well, Microsoft is at it again. Now, to just touch base on a little bit of history, most of us are familiar with GitHub. A lot of the things that we use, a lot of the development that we see gets done on GitHub. I don't know how many times I'll go look at something and it'll say, hey, go check out our GitHub page, and we'll go over and check it out. That's where the developer does most of their work. What GitHub is, in and of itself, is an internet hosting service for software development and version control using Git. It provides the distributed version control of Git plus access control, bug tracking, software feature requests, task management, continuous integration. It's really a great tool. It's something that I believe for open source developers is probably priceless. You can go there and keep everything under one controlled area and be able to make the changes and keep people up to date and abreast of things that are going on with it. There was only one problem. On June 4th, 2018, Microsoft bought it. And this was the news release they sent out. Microsoft acquired GitHub, a popular code repository service used by many developers and large companies, for $7.5 billion in stock. The deal, which heightened Microsoft's focus on open source development, aimed to increase enterprise use of GitHub and bring Microsoft's developer tools and services to new audiences. Now, when I read this originally, when it said it heightened Microsoft's focus on open source development, I called BS. Because my first thing was, Microsoft is going to go in, they're going to find open source code that's better than their own code, and they're going to utilize it. But then I also thought to myself, well, they can't. They have to actually use the GNU licensing or something. Something's going to protect that code. It has to. There's no way Microsoft can blatantly go in and just steal code and use it if it's better than their code and get away with it. That's what I thought at the time. But what if Microsoft isn't the one stealing the code? What if Microsoft isn't the one utilizing the code? So then what would we be looking at? We wouldn't be looking at somebody actually going in and going, hey, this code is better than ours, let's use it. What is a way around that? What is a way that we can steal the code, but at the same time not be stealing the code, but then we can use it if we don't get caught? Well, I got the answer to that. Everybody say hi to OpenAI. OpenAI is a great tool. It's a tool that can go in and look through code and create things and pretty much do everything that you want it to do. Artificial intelligence has come a long way, and it just keeps getting more and more, shall we say, scary. And when I say scary, I mean, what are we really utilizing artificial intelligence for? Are we using it to better the world? Are we using it to make jobs easier? Or are we just going to use it the way most people use new technology? You can remember when the internet first came out. the internet first came out, it was a great tool. But immediately you're going to have the underbelly of people who want to come out and find a way to use the internet for their gain, for their financial gain, for their professional gain. They're going to find a way to utilize any new tool for the wrong. That's my personal opinion. If you disagree with me, put it in the comments below. Just like GitHub. GitHub, years ago, was a great place for developers to go and set everything up. Now that it's owned by Microsoft, it really has become a development platform for end-to-end security and automation of tools and pushing an enterprise feel. What does that mean to us? Doesn't really mean anything, but they're pushing that enterprise. That's what Microsoft does. We're going to push that enterprise. But what if we partner with OpenAI? What can we do then? Well, here's the answer to that, guys. Microsoft, GitHub, and OpenAI are being sued for allegedly violating copyright law by reproducing open source code by using the AI. So, Microsoft isn't stealing the code, but the AI can steal it, and the AI can utilize it. But here's the big deal. This suit could be a huge impact on the wider world of artificial intelligence. Now, we're just going to read a few things here. Microsoft, its subsidiary GitHub, and its business partner OpenAI, business partner, see, they're working together, have been targeted in a proposed class action lawsuit alleging that the company's creation of AI-powered coding assistant GitHub Copilot relies on software piracy on an unprecedented scale. Now, this was what I was worried about back in 2018 when Microsoft bought GitHub, that they were just going to eat up good code and they were going to reproduce it and make it their own and pretty much cut all developers out. But Microsoft didn't do it. Microsoft used AI to do it. The case is only in its earliest stages, but could have a huge effect on the broader world of AI, where companies are making fortunes training software on copyrighted, protected data. Copilot, which was unveiled by Microsoft-owned GitHub in June of 2021, is trained on public repositories of code scraped from the web, many of which are published with licenses that require anyone reusing the code to credit its creators. Copilot has been found to regurgitate long sections of licensed code without providing credit, prompting this lawsuit that accuses companies of violating copyright law on a massive scale. We are challenging the legality of GitHub Copilot, said programmer lawyer Matthew Butterick, who filed the lawsuit with help of San Francisco-based Joseph Saveri law firm in a press statement. This is the first step in what will be a long journey. As far as we know, this is the first class action case in the U.S. challenging the training and output of AI systems. It will not be the last. AI systems are not exempt from the law. Those who create and operate these systems must remain accountable. Now, this is what they're going to try to fight in court, because they're going to say, well, the AI created it. We didn't take it. We didn't steal it, but the AI used it. They're going to find a way to ease themselves in and out of this without having any repercussions. Now, if we scroll down a little bit, it said the lawsuit, which was filed last Friday, is in its early stages. In particular, the court has not certified the proposed class of programmers who have allegedly been harmed. But Butterick and Manfredi and Zipparoli of the Joseph Saveri law firm said they expect the case to have an impact on the wider world of generative AI. Microsoft and OpenAI are far from alone in scraping copyrighted material from the web to train AI systems for profit. Many text-to-image AI, like the open-source program Stable Diffusion, were created in exactly the same way. So what this is saying is everybody's doing it, AI is doing it, but because AI is doing it, nobody should be held accountable. And if you come down some more, you can actually read some interviews. What I'll do is I'm going to link this Verge article in my description below, because I think a lot of this information needs to be put out there. What I'm bringing to everybody's attention is that we use GitHub, Microsoft owns GitHub, and GitHub is quickly becoming an unsafe place if you want your code protected. If you disagree with that, please let me know in the comments below. But like I've said in the past, Microsoft has to be stopped. Whether they're using themselves, whether they're using AI, whatever they're using to basically steal code needs to be stopped. We've been saying it for years. Google steals all your information. Microsoft steals your information. A new report out yesterday said Apple's not as safe as it says it is because it's been phoning home a lot more. And now Microsoft is using AI to go through GitHub and steal code. It is what it is. Nothing's going to change until something major happens. Does Microsoft, GitHub, and OpenAI need to be dragged in front of Congress again for an antitrust hearing? Do they need to answer for what they've done? I believe they do. What do you think? Let me know in the comments below. Please do me a favor before you leave today. Please like, subscribe, or follow my channel. The more likes I get keeps me in YouTube's algorithm, which means the information you just saw in this video, if it was helpful to you, it can be helpful to somebody else. And subscribe. Doesn't cost anything. And if you end up not liking me, you can always unsubscribe. If you like the channel and enjoy the videos that we are producing, we are on 3 separate platforms: YouTube, Utreon, and Odyssey. And you can become members on all 3. On YouTube, it's only 99 cents. On Utreon, it's $2.99. And on Odyssey, it's $4. You can also buy us a cup of coffee, maybe go over to PayPal and throw us a donation, or go to Patreon and become a patron to the channel. All those links will be in the description below. As always, thank you so much for watching my video, and I will see you in the next video.